Imagine waking up one day, walking out to the ramp, and realizing this might be your last realistic window to ever own a personal airplane without destroying your finances. Sounds dramatic? Maybe. But look closely at what's happening in aviation right now. Prices are softening in some segments, interest rates are slowly stabilizing, and a weird moment of balance has appeared between panic sellers and cautious buyers. 2026 may be the last year when the stars align. Enough inventory, not yet insane regulations, and still some level of affordability for normal working business-minded pilots. This video isn't fear-mongering, it's a wake-up call. Because if you ever dreamed of having your own wings, waiting a little longer might be the most expensive mistake you'll ever make. Let's talk about timing, because aviation timing is everything. For years, prices exploded like crazy. Then the market cooled. Sellers panicked. Planes sat on ramps longer. Deals suddenly appeared where 2 years ago there was zero negotiation. Insurance, while still painful, has stopped jumping like a rocket every 6 months. Financing is opening slightly. Parts supply chains are healing. But this calm, it's not permanent. It feels more like the quiet pause before the next storm. Governments are tightening emission standards. Noise regulations are spreading. Airports are closing hangar doors to small aircraft. And the push toward electric aviation, whether realistic or not, is already changing policy discussions. 2026 sits right in that narrow corridor where the current old-school aviation world still functions, and the new world of stricter limitations hasn't smashed into it yet. Now let's talk money, because that's where reality hits hardest. Right now, there are aging aircraft owners who want out. Retirement, health, or simply fatigue from maintenance costs. That creates inventory. At the same time, the next generation of wealthy buyers hasn't fully flooded the piston market yet. They're still distracted by jets, business turbulence, or waiting for economic signals. That creates opportunity. Planes that would have been laughably overpriced in 2021 are suddenly negotiable. And when aircraft become negotiable, that's when normal people finally get a shot. But here's the mistake many people will make. They will wait. They will hope prices drop even lower. They'll say, I'll buy when interest rates fall more, or I'll wait until things stabilize. And when they finally decide, it will be too late. A new regulatory wave will hit. Hangar rents will explode again. Training costs will jump. Insurance will raise age restrictions and minimum hours. Governments will push for new technology compliance. And just like that, the middle class can still own a plane era will quietly disappear. The dream won't die loudly. It'll fade away slowly until only corporations and ultra-rich hobbyists can afford to fly privately. There is also something deeper than money: freedom. Personal aviation has always been about independence, about not asking permission to travel, explore, or simply experience the world from a different altitude. But freedom always has a price. The question is, are we approaching the last generation that can still realistically afford that price? Will future aviation look like cars did after emissions, safety tech, and bureaucracy made simplicity impossible? Many pilots secretly feel that future approaching. And that's why 2026 feels like a closing door rather than an open runway. And this is where I really want you to think and discuss. Are you seeing the same signs? Do you believe costs, policies, and industry shifts are about to shut the door on private aircraft ownership for everyday people? Or do you think this is just another cycle that will pass? If you've ever dreamed about owning a plane, do you feel the pressure of now or never? Share your thoughts in the comments, because this isn't just economics. This is the future of personal freedom in the sky. 2026 might be the perfect year, not because everything is cheap or easy, but because it may be the last moment when owning your own aircraft is still within reach. Not fantasy, not corporate elite privilege. Real ownership, real flying, real freedom. The window is open right now. The only question is, will you step through it before it closes?